Alright, let's see if that worked this time. This is Tanner with Everyday Thread. Thanks for tuning in. And we're going to be playing Demon's Crest on Super Nintendo. Because why not? This game is amazing. I beat it like 2 or 3 times today. 2 times yesterday. So I figured I would just try to go through it as quickly as I could. Just to kind of show it off. If for whatever reason you cannot hear me, please let me know. But yeah, no, this game it's a good one. It reminds me of Mega Man. It's a Capcom developed game, so I guess it would. It's also got some Metroid, Super Metroid style to it, where you collect powers and you kind of go back and forth. I kind of blew through that guy, but pretty cool looking nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, hopefully my audio is okay, and the game is also good. Please let me know if it is not. Kind of just in making this video to also have archived so people can watch it later. I plan on playing through it 100%ing everything, getting all of the vials for your potions, the scrolls for your spells, all the crest powers, all of the, what is it called? Fire powers, all the talismans, everything. You know what, actually, I told myself I was going to try to just beeline everything too, so I'm going to try to just stick to that and not get all this stuff that I don't need to get. So right there is your first scroll. There's 5 of those, 5 potions. I think 5 of everything. Also, I'm using Restream, so if anybody wants to chat, the chat should work. My controller just went bad there for a second. Sorry about that. Oh, this guy better not kill me now because my controller jacked up. Yeah, but if you normally watch our videos on YouTube for Everyday Thread, it's usually 2 people or more talking, giving commentary. I don't have another person here with me, and I kind of decided to do the live stream format because it just seems impossible to really get another person on here, and I just wanted to play something. I have so many games, I figured I should show them off. So I might just try to live stream every week going forward. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is kind of my test run. The only other time I had live streamed was for Extra Life, which is a kind of an event and charity that gamers kind of, you know, like play in the name for, and they raise money for Children's Hospital. This time I'm just doing it for fun. So I have a particular order that I like to go into when I'm beating this game, so I'm gonna do that. It kind of completely beat the first 2 levels first before moving on to the 4th level, actually. So the way this game, I'll kind of explain when the world map opens up, but the way this game works is that you can kind of choose where you want to go. So each level has like sub-levels within it. And then there are main levels. There's a short way to beat this game. I think you only need to beat 4 levels. And then there's a long way to beat it, which I think is 7 levels technically. So I'm going to do the long way, just because that's the only way to show you how to get everything. This game is pretty tough, like at first. When I was first playing it, I died a lot. But once you kind of get to know the patterns, and especially once you learn where all the health pieces are and stuff like that, and then it's got a very Mega Man style to it, where there's kind of an order, or at least I think there's an order to beating certain guys, and also certain guys are vulnerable to certain powers that you get. So the idea is to kind of get certain stuff and come back to like bosses later, which is what I'm going to show you guys how to do, like that order. And I've never looked up anything on this game, a walkthrough or anything like that, so I have no idea if the order that I'm playing is the order that pros or speedrunners would consider. I ended up just like figuring out everything on this game on my own, basically. Also, again, this is like the first time I'm doing this. I've done streams before, but I'm hoping that the capture device doesn't crap out, or that the computer doesn't freeze, or that the internet connection is stable, or, you know, I don't know. So anyway, this is the map. This is like your overworld map. You can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. So right out of the gate, this game is cool because you can go to any of these levels. But some of them are kind of harder to beat the bosses than others if you don't go in prepared with certain gear. So what I like to do is right after you beat the first level, you go to this second level. Before you get to like the true second level though, there's this hub. It's kind of like the town where you can shop. You can buy potions and you can buy spells. We don't really need to do any of that right now, so we're just gonna go past it. The next thing I like to do in this game, and let's see if I can pull it off, is go down here. Oh no, not here. Where is it at? Oh no, it was right there. Now I need health though, because I messed that up. These guys aren't going to give it to me. Really? Anyway, there's a... I'm probably going to die. Yeah, I'm going to die. Okay, there's a talisman hidden right there. It's okay that we died because you can just retry. You can retry and or go back to stage selects in this game. So that was our first scroll, I call it, and our first vial for potions. The next thing I like to get... Oh, this fucker messed it up. He wasn't supposed to hit me right there. Or that guy, but whatever. So like, you're kind of supposed to have this water ability, but I like to cheat it and just fly all the way to the end. That's our second, and you die on purpose, knowing that you're just gonna restart it. So with that said, we got 2 vials now. Now from here, we're just gonna pretty much beeline it. You don't even need to fight anybody. all the way to this part coming up, I think, right here. Yep, so you have different, these are like your guns that you can equip up here, and then this row is, you can like morph. You're gonna see here, I look differently, and I have different abilities, so that's a big part of this game. So what you're gonna do, this is like the first like sub level that you can go into. If I would have kept going, I would have just gone to the normal level 2 boss. So right on the other side of this wall is a scroll, I believe, but I can't get it yet. It's an example of one of those Metroidvania style concepts. This game's got some cool music too. Actually, the only music I don't really like is the boss battle music, which is a shame because you end up hearing it a lot. But all the music for the actual levels is pretty cool. Yeah, again, this is a Capcom game. I think it was, I missed the release, but I think it was 1990. I'm gonna butcher it. I think it was 91, 94. I don't know. I know those are pretty big differences, but it's one of the two. So in this place, these fires will go out, making it hard to see. These bats suck. They're worse than any boss in this game. There's a health thing on the other side of this wall, but we need that same ability that the other wall needed, and we don't have it yet. We're gonna get it from this boss that I'm about to go fight. So let's see. You don't have to, I mean, you ideally want to light up these torches so you can see where you're going, but I've played it enough to know where it's at, so I don't need to. This is the first boss that I feel is kind of tricky, and there are definitely some bosses that suck in this game. This guy's not so bad once you kind of get used to him, but I'm definitely going to be dying in this playthrough. It's going to be 100%, but it's not going to be a flawless run by any means. And so this guy, you want to use this earth, they call it earth crest, or ground gargoyle, for this guy. I think that's the right way to do it. I think that's the best way to do it. I don't know if there's another way, but that's the way I know of to do it. That seems efficient. Oh, this fucker hit me already. I'd recommend it just because it has this weapon like drops when you're just standing on the ground, and it's useful when these guys try to sneak up on you. It just kind of drops. It kind of will be in front of you anyway, so it's just nice to put them like that. The tricky part really is the actual eyeball guy, because that was supposed to happen. He might kill me now just because I took those extra hits. Because this guy's kind of quick. I might die here. I feel like I might die just because I botched that. But you kind of want to keep moving around. This guy hit me, damn it. And like I said, he can be kind of quick. It's probably going to get me. Yep. Probably only had 1 or 2 more hits there. I shouldn't have jumped into that corner either. A rookie move. If you're planning on watching this the whole way through, I don't know. I've never really timed myself, but I imagine it'll probably take me like an hour and a half, maybe an hour to beat it. So not a really long game once you kind of know where to go, what to do. man. I'm gonna get fucked up. Fucking. Let's try not to swear on this stream. It ain't gonna happen with Demon's Crest. Also, if you're watching, viewer there, Nick, thanks for watching. How do I sound? I mean, I appreciate your feedback. Is the game too loud? Am I okay? Is the game too quiet? If you can hear me, let me know. Forgot to switch to this power. A. I mean, F and A. I never thought of that. Maybe that's a trick. It's just to kind of wait in the center. Bam. Nice. Alright. Cool. Oh, and I gotta go collect this power. So this is what they call Buster. Or the Buster. This is gonna let me get through those two walls that I mentioned earlier. And also it's gonna let me get something from level 1. So at this point I like to go back to the first level because there's just like one thing there that you if you want 100% it that you need, and then you don't ever need to come back to this level. So what I like to do is as soon as I get the Buster, which is what you need, I like to come back here, just kind of fly over all these dudes. Those gray things are currency in this game because they're shops. So that's what I'm getting. There's like 1, 5, and 10 coins. Those are 1. The bigger ones are 5, and then the one with the skull is 10, I think. When you go back to replay levels, you don't need to fight the bosses again. Like right there would have been a boss, but it just pauses and then passes you through it. Also, this Buster ability is kind of nice because these pots and stuff that are on the floor, I'll show you when I get to one. But so if I haven't really explained the mechanics of the game. So in this game, you can clean the walls, kind of, which is also very like Mega Man-esque. And then you can like jump off of them. But the main hook in this game is you can like jump and then tap A again to like hover. So you're just, that's kind of like a big mechanic. So when you have this normal power, your bullets will fly right over these pots, for example. And it's just a pain when you're trying to like get them. The Buster thing hits them because it kind of counts as like that layer and the level below it. Little trick for you. I should also mention that this game is very, very expensive to get on Super Nintendo. Like, I think around $200 just for a loose cartridge, but it's on Nintendo Switch. Like, if you have that, what do you call it? The service, the online service. You know how you can play NES and Super Nintendo games and all that. It's on there, so you can play it there, as opposed to dishing out the money for it. I actually have the Wii. I'm playing on Wii U. The forgotten Wii U. So yeah, that's what I'm playing on. So this is those are health pieces. Those are like, think of like heart pieces in Zelda. And then in the top left corner there, you can see my health. So each time I collect one of those, though, I don't need 4 of them like Zelda. You just need 1. And each time I get 1, it gives me another dot up there. And there's 20 in total. I think you start with 3, and then you go from there. So again, I would have fought a boss right here, but it just skipped me through. So like level 1 is done. You don't ever need to come back to level 1. And then level 2. So at this point, I like to come back to level 2. Don't go to the sub-level. Fight the true boss. and collect a couple of the side things along the way. Now that I have this Buster ability here, so you can see I have 82. I don't know, GP gold points. I guess I don't know what that's supposed to stand for. And with this Buster, now I can break these walls, which will take me to this shop up here, which is this dude that looks pretty badass. And this is like your shop where you go and you can buy. Yeah, it's pretty rare. Where you can go buy. All I really like to get in here is the herbs, honestly. About that herb life, you know what I mean? I can't remember what all these do. I think Mercury takes you back to the beginning of a level. Sulfur takes you to the world map. Elixir refills all of your health, but that's only useful if you have a lot of health. Little circles up there. And the last one is kind of like a fairy from Zelda, where it just brings you back to life. But they're kind of expensive. All I really found you need is just a bunch of those herbs. They're cheap, and having like 1 or 2 of them is enough to kind of... You can take like 2 of them to get your health pretty much almost to full, so... That's what I do. My body, do what I want. So in this like little first screen, we don't need to do anything else. We already got 2 potions we could have found. I have a feeling that near the end of this game, I'm gonna be missing something, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it was back there. So I'm trying to not only do a 100% run, but I'm trying not to backtrack or retrace my steps more than I have to. I'm kind of just trying to get everything as I go, and as you would see it. So that's another health hidden in there. You got to use this power. This guy's power switched to him, and his B ability is his dash, which will bust through those graves. It'll also break these, like... That's health, by the way, that you're picking up. The... He wasn't supposed to hit me. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm lucky I got health out of it. Also, the monster designs in this game are pretty sick. I know I'm kind of speeding through everything, but... Yeah, that vendor actually is really cool. Yeah, this game has this really cool... It's a real dark gothic kind of theme to the whole game. So with this guy, I think the fastest way to beat him is to use that ground gargoyle power, but he gets real close to you, so what I found is you need to kind of switch to this guy to fly over him. Kind of switch back. You had a few hits in. Damn it. One thing I also like about this game, which is like a very old school thing, is that they'll start to slowly turn red, like a darker shade, which is nice because it lets you know kind of how your progress is and how you're doing. I kind of said use the gargoyle, but since this guy's chipping away at me, I'm just using damn it. See what this guy's too. You also back up sometimes. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I'll use a potion. This would be an example of like, so use your potion is probably going to get me back up to full health. I was 1 short, whatever. But you can see here he's starting to turn dark. Bam, got him. If I would have just used the other power the whole way through, I think it would have taken more hits. Yeah, you can switch by just going to the pause menu. So start. Just kind of put it in here for the chat for people that are reading it or maybe watching the archive version. So as far as I know, actually, I also have like notes, legit notes. Like I beat this the other day while I was at work, like twice actually, because that's how quick it is. And I just took notes on like the order of things and how you should kind of do stuff. So according to my notes here, yeah, I've gotten everything from level 1. I didn't get everything from the sub-level and level 2. So we're going to go back and do that real quick. Which won't take long. Yeah, you can kind of fly over a lot of stuff in this game once you kind of know where it's all at. I'm just looking at my notes, sorry, to see if did I miss anything else. Got the talisman, I got the... Oh, another thing that I haven't had equipped, which is helpful, is that talisman that I got early on in the game. You can equip that, and now it makes me like shoot twice as fast, which is really good and useful early on in the game. So that's why I like to get that right away too, because it's easy to get right away, and it also is a big benefit. So once you get it, equipped it, I should have had it equipped already, but pretty much keep that on the whole game until a little bit later when maybe you get some other one to replace it. But so for that sub level, you're gonna go back here. You have to ram into this thing to move it. It reveals a hidden door. Equip that buster power we got from the eyeball guy, which you've seen. So that's our second scroll. These guys are really no threat at all. Again, you could like fly over most of this stuff once you kind of know the game. Oh, some genuine slowdown right there. That was that was from the Super Nintendo game, not my internet. So you can see how I'm like shooting faster now with that talisman equipped. I'm sure that speedrunners are probably equipping the potions to make you like jump out of a level once they get stuff like this, like I'm doing. Like ideally, once I get this little heart piece thing right here that I'm about to get, I'm sure they would drink the potion and get out. Because the only other way to get out is to work your way to the boss, or where the boss would be. Or in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get myself killed. So while I'm dying here, let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. So I got the scroll and the health. Got it. Got the grave. I got the water. Blah, blah, blah. I got the scroll. Okay, so yep. At this point, with me dying right here, level 1 and 2 are complete. So I'm pretty much... Oh, shit. My bad, people. I was supposed to know to select a stage. I wasn't looking. I was looking at my notes. My notes got me killed. Damn, that's sad. Notes got me killed. Alright, so select a stage. And then what I like to do is say, screw level 3. Nobody wants none of that. Go right to level 4. And the next thing here I like to get is... What is it? Okay, so we're gonna go to the sub level first here. In this level. Alright, I don't know if anybody has played Shadow Man, but those worm guys coming out of it remind me straight up of this worm thing in Shadow Man. Or something else. I kind of have like... It reminds me of like Nightmare Before Christmas 2 or something. I don't know. Just... Also, the animation and the graphics in this game are awesome. Like, look at the way these skull things look are badass. So since we have the buster power, we're gonna use it on this wall right here. Again, you kind of just want to, like, as you're going, get everything you can. Get up there, hit it, and then this is gonna be our next vial. So now we have 3. And according to my notes here, I haven't missed anything along the way. We're kind of, again, as you're going, you're getting it. That's where like the Metroidvania stuff would come in, though. You know, where like you come back to get these things with different powers. From here, fly. There's these birds right here that suck. They drop shit on me. So right ahead of me is the normal like level. But down here you can see there's like a whirlwind. This is like the secret sub level. Yeah, the art style is amazing. So this is how you would get to the sub level, which we're going to because we want to get this like air ability. It's going to be another transformation right here that lets us transform and. Oh wait, is he here? It's not this boss. It's the next. There's another boss. I think for this guy, you just use the regular power. The Buster, I think the Buster is a bit weaker than this normal fire power. I don't have no way to prove that, but just from my feeling of how the game is played, it seems to me like the benefit of the Buster is breaking the wall, but the con is that it's slightly weaker than your default. This guy's pretty easy. This is basically the same boss as like that first level. He doesn't have any other tricks up his sleeve. He's kind of just thrown in the game now as like, I don't know, just to kind of like keep you on your toes, I get. Like, I don't even think you get anything out of beating this boss. Usually you get something. I think he just gives you health. But sorry about that. I guess I'll drop it here. Not like it's relevant, but I'm getting a puppy, like an 8-week-old puppy on Saturday. And she's beautiful. She's a silver Labrador. And I've always wanted a lab, so I'm gonna do it. I just said, fuck it. We're working from home. I don't know when I'm gonna have another opportunity to have that time to be there for a dog, so I'm gonna just do it. And anyway, I just got a text from the breeder saying, just kind of a checkup on her. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and yeah, you have to just kill that boss. Like, you have to just keep moving with that boss. Like, actually, with most of the bosses in this game, it's a matter of like just keep moving. So here's the next little like side thing. So we're right here. You go out that door, go all the way down to the very bottom, and that's our next talisman. You can see here, it's at the bottom. It's called Crown. What that does is it gives you, it has the enemies drop the potential to drop more gold. So I guess it's good if you were just trying to like buy the scrolls and stuff to fill up these, you know, this spot. I really don't use it. But again, if you're, this area is kind of cool because there's supposed to be like a wind flowing up, so you can see it's kind of just carrying me. This is just a matter of dodging left and right, kind of. You don't really ever get hit. I think that's where we came from. That's another door. We're not going to go in that one. You basically just want to fly all the way to the top. Keep it going all the way to the top. But even right here, you're not going to go in there quite yet because, oh, I'm sorry, there's another door. Screw all those doors. Skip all those doors. You want to go to the top right corner. There's a hidden scroll. Look at that. Bang. Got it. So now we're 3 for 3. Now that you've gotten that, you're going to go through the door. Yeah, I know, Nick. Like, we were talking about it. Nick here is in the chat. That's who I'm talking to. If people are watching this later, but we were talking about getting a dog months and months and months ago. And yeah, like I said, it's been pretty lonely time. I don't know how everyone else is feeling. That's actually why I'm doing the live stream, because I got nothing better to do. I'm not hanging out with friends. I'm not really seeing anybody. I figured I have all these games, maybe I should show them off. So, bam, here you go. But besides that, yeah, I definitely could use some company. Like I said, also working from home. I feel like it's a good time to get a dog if I'm going to get one, especially if I'm going to get one that's a pup, because you need to be there a lot for it, right? So, So I'm gonna just do it. And my apartment's gonna allow a dog, so I figured I'm just gonna get it now before more time passes and maybe I don't have the opportunity anymore. So if I have to go back to the office where I work down the road, hopefully she'll be out of those. You know, she won't be. She'll be older, and I won't have to. You know, that time to be there and to train and do all that will pass. Is what I'm kind of looking at it as. So. But yeah, I also love Labradors. They're just like the. There's nothing like too unique about them, I guess, is why I like them. They're just kind of the default, standard-looking like dog. You know, they're just like, you know, like weird smash-looking face and smash nose, or like it's just very standard features all around. You know, like the build and everything. Just kind of what I like. But I've always wanted a chocolate lab because I think they're really pretty. But they're pretty hard to find, and actually the silver labs are a little bit more hard to find, and this litter that this lady has are really beautiful looking, so I'm actually more stoked to get her than I would just a regular chocolate lab. But yeah, exactly, I feel you, Nick. Who knows if or when we will go back to the office. So I kind of skipped some of the dialogue there, my bad. The story, okay, so the story-wise, there was two games originally. There was one, the first game was on Game Boy, black and white Game Boy. I think it was just called Gargoyle's Quest. And then okay, we beat the sub-boss. What I like to do is just go right back into the level to go the not sub route, go to the end, the true end of the level, because there's another vial. That's really all you're gonna get out of it, actually. Oh no, actually you're gonna get a power called Claw, which isn't. I actually don't ever use it. But the thing is, the way I'm playing it, there's a certain like order and different paths you can take in this game. So some people might get that claw power that I'm talking about, and then really use it. Say if they didn't get, say if they didn't get this power here, then you would want to use like the claw power. But since I've gotten this, it's kind of better than the claw power, if that makes sense. You'll see later, like when I get it, but. Because some people, you know, don't know about the sub levels. I know, like the first time I beat it, I just didn't do all the stuff I'm doing now, so it kind of depends on what you tackle and what you do. There's different options for you, like on your loadout, so to speak. But since I'm kind of doing this full playthrough run, I'm kind of getting the best stuff right away, and then kind of taking advantage of it to not break the game, because you're not breaking it, but I'm definitely kind of cheesing it a little bit. This guy can kind of suck, but I think he dies quicker with this gargoyle, this air gargoyle power that I have, so that's why I like to do the sub level first and get it. And then, again, with my talisman equipped that I got early on, it's making me shoot faster. And he only takes damage if you shoot him like right in his head. So see, this guy's powers, I can float, but I can push the B button to like fly up, which is, he's the only guy that does that. And that's why he's so useful. He can't cling to walls like all the other guys, but you know that flying, so like right here it saved me because I was able to fly up. If I didn't fly up, I would have just taken damage. But so this guy's done. He gives us the claw. So you can climb up walls. You can kind of climb up walls with like your feet, but what it means is that there's certain parts of the levels where there's spikes on the walls and you can't grapple to it, so you can shoot it with that thing to kind of coat it in like a glue, and then you can cling to it. So in later levels, they intend for you to use that to get around. But since I have that flying power, again, that blue guy, we don't really care about it. But I got it just to show it off because that's what this stream is. Play it all the way through, get everything. So now this is the 3rd level. These little bats, these eyeball bats, and then the actual bats are like the most annoying things in the game. That's usually what I end up getting hit by most of, is those guys. So you want that air power, and this is why I do the 4th level first, is because then when you come to this level, that air power you have, like these blades will cut these ropes. It's the only way to cut them, and that's kind of how you can get that potion there, or that vial. So now we have 4. Or see, I'll show off the claw power. So, or if I didn't have that, the intent is I can kind of like claw the side there, hover. Well, it disappeared, but I can hover over to it, grapple onto it, and then get the vial. As opposed to if I didn't, you know, obviously take damage. So what I like to do first, so now that we got this power, we cut the rope to get the vial, and you cut the rope to come down here. Also, so this guy has a headbutt move. I don't know if I've explained that, but you can press B and he headbutt stuff, which is how you break open certain stuff, and that's how you get into some of these secret doors. This is like a little water sub-level, so what I like to do here is just kind of like equip this flying guy. This level is kind of tricky because this water level slowly rises and falls, and you kind of need to time it. So, because if you get caught in the water, you'll take damage and you'll die eventually if you don't get out. There is like a water guy right here that lets you go in the water, but he's later. You don't get that power till later in the game. So in the meantime, you just kind of get this guy and fly over, because normally you have to hop on these platforms. You have to watch out for these weird fish with a skull on it. I don't know if you saw that, but they look pretty cool. Again, the buster power that we got early in the game, use that to bust open this wall, giving you another scroll. So now we're 4 and 4. The last 2 are in the last level. So you're pretty much, oh fuck, I might die here just because I wasn't expecting it to mess me up. That water will take you up all the way if you just land on that platform, but since I have this air power, you can just fly up. From here, I like to just kind of keep myself high, kill all these bats that I know are coming up. I'm really glad I got this restream so that nobody on Facebook or YouTube could watch. But it actually is a cool feature. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it just basically recasts your stream to other platforms. Pretty cool. Damn it, I was supposed to have more health. I wasn't expecting to take all that damage, because I kind of need it, because the way I'm planning to do this is I'm going to get myself hurt on purpose. I don't know if I could make it out getting... Fuck, nope, I'm not going to make it. Anyway, there's a thing down here. I need to bust it open. You can see. Bam, right there in the corner. I didn't go into it with enough health. That was my bad. There's a talisman that you can equip that makes guys drop health, but I just haven't gotten it yet. But that would have been useful right there, because then normally they don't. They give you health, but it's kind of rare. Alright, so basically for this little trick, this is to get another heart piece. You go to the end here, you equip your buster thing. You drop down, you gotta be quick, because you know you're gonna take damage. Go into here, go to the left, bam, and you pick up that. I don't know if they would normally want you to have the water power, but fuck it, that's a way to get it too. The eyeball bats suck, dude. Alright, so this guy, I use this gargoyle power the whole time with him because I think it hurts him quicker. Some bitch. I feel like he takes more damage with it. He's going to do that a lot. I didn't pull it off, but he never really gets all the way into the corner, so you're kind of safe. When he jumps over, you want to dodge under, and when he throws his like headpiece, you want to hop over. That's really all the trick is for this guy. I just kind of fucked it up in the first couple times. It's kind of quick though to move right there, so you just gotta get the timing right. But once you know that, he's actually not very tough. But it's just that timing, because if you jump too late, you jump into him basically. So there's actually kind of like a lower part and an upper part. All I'm damaging is his lower part. But once he falls off, you can spam it, and this little guy keeps taking damage to the point where he can't initiate an attack. You kind of keep him on the ropes. Bam, until he's done. Like that, son. And all that little sub-level was to do was to get those 2 health pieces. And that scroll is all we really cared about. Right, let me see. Yeah, scroll and the health. Yeah, so now what you do is, you can see here at this point, I can beat the game. I can go to this last level that's opened up, and this is the end of the game. The final boss. But we're doing the long play, so we're not going to do it. I wonder what my time is right now. I also, forgive me, I've been using your real name on this, but Humongous, does it show a running time on Twitch of how long this has been going on for? If it does, could you type in the chat? Because that's probably how long I've been playing. I think I said I can probably beat this. Like, I've never timed myself again, but if I was really on it and really focused and didn't mess up, probably an hour and a half or something. I'm not even sure. So at this point, you're just gonna fly over all this stuff here. Damn it. Eyeball bat? Ah, fucking frog guy. Yeah, again, I'm kind of skipping some of these enemies, but like, even that thing looks pretty sick. The face on it. Alright, so already longer than I thought it would be, damn it. At this rate though, I probably will be done in a half hour. Because there's really only 2 levels left. And we've already done, after I beat this guy, we will have done 4 levels. And the last level isn't really a level because it's like short. So what you do here is, at the beginning there, it showed a boss that you're gonna fight. He lights this whole like forest on fire and burns, he's like burning the roof. So it's kind of tricky because you can see there's gonna be these things that fall down, but then also these weird tentacles that come up out of the ground. Damn it. So here is another talisman. So again, that buster power. So like that's why we got it early on with that eyeball guy, because it's just super useful for getting all this other extra stuff. And then here's another talisman. And this talisman, I believe is, yeah, this is the one that'll have enemies drop health. It's called Skull. Another one I don't really use unless I'm like right now hurting and I needed health, but the thing is I already know that this has health in it, so I don't need to do that. So the trick with this guy is actually, I think, one of the toughest guys to fight, and I'll try to do it the legit way. But what you can kind of do, and what I'm gonna do if I die, is I'm just gonna let him kill me, and then I'm gonna restart the level. And I'm gonna do that because of a trick you'll see. I'll explain it when I do it. I'm pretty sure I won't beat this guy this first time right here. This guy's tough because you have like this roof over your head, which is like the only boss where there's kind of a restriction as far as your area you're fighting in. And then he does that crap, which has these things fall on your head. Also, he just takes a lot of hits. Also, because this first, he has 2 forms. That first form is easy enough. This second form, which reminds you of like a Doom like creature from like the first-person shooter, this guy kind of sucks because he's real quick. He drops these things you have to dodge. His patterns are kind of trickier than the other guy, like any of the other bosses. And if you don't time it, like if you don't get in between those fireballs that he drops, you'll just take damage. And he hit me again. Lame, but it's okay, because what we're going to do is, you could retry, and it's just going to take you back right there. But there's a trick to where if you go back to this world select by selecting a stage, and then you come back into the level, and I'm just going to beeline over there, so that we, again, I'm not trying to make this like a super long video, so just fly over all that crap with your air power that we got from level 4. Fly over all this crap. Again, yeah, the backgrounds and the animation like look really awesome in this game. Humongous, if you're still there, does the game sound loud enough though, or should I turn it up? I hate for people to be missing out on these sweet jams. So by restarting the level, you can see here the forest is burned. I thought it was a glitch, but I guess because he burned the forest and now it's like it's gone, which reveals this hidden health power right there. So that's why you restart the level and come back, so you can get that health power. Also, because it's going to make this fight with this guy a lot easier. One, because I mean I can just fly over all this crap. I have full health going into it, and now I don't have that restriction over my head, which was making this level particularly harder than normal. Mother F. So yeah, there's no roof over my head. You can see when he does this little power with the birds where he shoots them out, and see they would normally right there hit the roof and rain fire down on me. But instead there's no roof for them to hit, so they just fly away. So this guy, you got to be prepared for him to dodge. He jumps around like that a lot. See, those again would hit the roof and hurt me, but I don't just ignore him. I'm just spamming it. I got my talisman that makes me shoot faster, so I'm just cheesing it. He's going to transform right here. This part is still pretty tough though, even without like the roof. But if you wanted to, you could fly over him now. Play it safe, kind of fly over, get your hits in. I'm already doing a bit better. I don't want to jinx it though. You kind of just get like 1 or 2 hits. Fuck, that usually will hit me. But yeah, you kind of get your hits in. See, I only kind of abused that flying power once to go over him. Other than that, damn, I actually did that pretty clean. Okay, so it might be... So you're saying pick up the game a little bit? I could do that. Alright, I picked it up a bit. Maybe let me know in about 5 or 10 or something, like if it needs to be brought back down. Alright, so now you can see, now that that level's beat and I got that new power, 2 more levels open up completely on the world map, which is what I was saying is cool about you kind of choosing your path in this game, because I could have, remember earlier, went straight to the last boss and killed him. But now that I beat that boss in the 3rd level, it knows that I have this new power, and it expects me and wants me now to go to these other levels that are unlocked. So at this point, we've completely beaten level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and gotten everything from them. So I like to go to after level. So the order I do is 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. So then now go to 5. And again, I'm gonna just try to kind of... Oh, turn me up too, you're saying? As far as the me, I think I'm up all the way. Yeah. I don't think I can turn me up anymore, unfortunately. So it is what it is there. The game I could turn up more, but I don't want it to drown me out. If I can turn up the game slightly more, because this is not a very particularly loud game. I turn it up a bit more. Let me know, I guess, if it still could be up higher or down. So this is, this next level here. I kind of just stick with this air power. After you get the air power, I kind of stick with it a lot in this game, just because it's so helpful to look at them shitting everywhere. Just because it's just so useful to hover like it does, like it lets you. This guy's merman. Oh, burr shit, damn it. Yeah, everything is like made of bones in this game, or most of it is. Pretty cool though. Oh, this water. Alright, so what I like to do is do this pathway. This is going to, like, I think the normal end boss of the game. And I like to go this way first because it's going to give us the water ability, which, that's a little secret right there. Kind of just skip part of the level. Right here, though, you want to make sure you get it, is another health pickup. I kind of got it quick, but you would have seen that there was a health there. Okay, cool. Glad to know the mix is good. I can probably figure out the audio levels for next time, but for now, I'm not going to try to mess with that and sabotage my setup, so... Again, right there, since I had the claw power, if I didn't have the air power, it would have intended me to use the claw power to, like, stick to those spikes and stuff and kind of work my way up. But since I have the air power, you just fly straight up. This guy is not too bad. This guy just needs patience. He's kind of like this big sludgy monster. I don't know what the hell is going on. I like how he's eating the piles of bones as he works his way towards you. This guy you can only damage when his eyeball is showing, and I think he does the most damage when you have this ground gargoyle equipped. He'll throw these things out, but again, that's why the ground gargoyle works, because when you're not jumping, see how when I jump it goes straight? But when I'm on the ground, it falls to the floor and sticks to the ground, so it's good at sweeping and killing those guys that get onto the floor. He's going to do this move, which drops rocks on your head, and he's going to try to throw this thing. Usually he throws it where you're at, so just kind of move a little bit after he throws it, and you should be good. You can see he kind of like turns red. Those guys die one hit from your power. Again, kind of spamming him. This isn't hurting him. You need to wait for the eyeball to show. You just never really know when the eyeball is going to show, so I kind of just do it. I'm going to stop now, though, because he's just being stubborn. Ah, there he is. He like those, he's like babies or something. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, again, so you hear this music a lot on every boss, and unfortunately it's like my least favorite song. Other than that, the music in this game is actually pretty good. Your face. This guy will eventually get all the way to the edge, so he can box you in. Most of the time he's pretty good at kind of like leaving you a little bit of space and then backing up, but if he doesn't, the trick is just to like equip that air gargoyle and fly over him. I don't really know what you would do if you didn't have it. I guess you would probably equip this tornado, which I'm not going to show off right now because I'm in the heat of battle. But I'm going to show it off after this guy's dead. I'm not going to show it off right now, fuck it. So with this tornado power, you like shoot a little tornado in front of you, and it's actually a platform that you can stand on. So it would want you to do that, which is pretty cool. But again, I don't really ever use it because I always get that air power early on, and it's just not really needed anymore once you get that. So, but again, if I was playing it a different way and I didn't know about that power and I only had that, you know, it's kind of play your way in this game. Choose how you want to go about tackling everything. So now we've got the Crest of Water, which will let me explore the oceans. And then before moving on to another level, we're going to go back into it because, again, most levels have the main part and then like a sub-level part. So we're going back into it to now tackle the sub-level, what do you get out of it? Actually, you only get health, which I don't really care about. But again, for the sake of showing everything off, we'll show off the boss, and you're gonna pick up 2 health pieces from going down there. So the path to get there, I can't go back, but right below the entrance where I went in is one of the entrances to get there. But there's another way to get there, which is what I'm going to use. I like to go this way first because there's a trick to get one more health piece, but the health piece that I'm about to get only opens up and is available to pick up after you fight that boss. So if you remember, this is where I went, he dropped down, and we went over there to fight the boss. But now he's created an opening in the roof. This is where... Oh, damn, look at that. Something is hidden up here. Bam. Another health piece. And with that said, backtrack. It's like the only time I can think of where you like backtrack. It's not very far though. You just kind of go back here, drop down here, and it's cool because there's another entrance. So now there's an entrance right here to like the sub level. And now that we have this water power, and all these like guys look pretty sick, by the way. Like I like how they actually transform. Like now this guy looks like a fish type of dude. These fucking spikes. You know what? This reminds me of Ninja Turtles. I don't know if anybody ever played that NES Ninja Turtle game where there was that infamous level where you had to go and like turn off the... I don't even know what they were. They were like these consoles, and there was like electricity and all that stuff. Anyway, that level sucked. And it reminds me of that. Nah, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see your message here. Humongous, but no, he wasn't getting hurt at all when the swamp guy. He only gets hurt when his eye is open. I kind of was just shooting him just to like shoot him. I don't know if shooting him makes him... I'm getting hit by all this stuff, but I don't really care. I'm just kind of trying to get through it. Again, I have so much health at this point that I'm not really too worried about all that stuff. I'm not really trying to play it perfectly. But no, he wasn't getting hit when he had his eyes closed. They have to be open. So with this guy's power, he can like bust open these walls, kind of like that Buster move. Buster. With... Actually, I should have... I'm about to go into the boss fight, and I should have gone in here with more health, but... So this is actually where I would use the Skull Talisman and hope that as I'm killing these guys, they drop health so I can get a little bit more health before I fight the boss. This part kind of sucks because the way these spikes are, if you touch them at all, you get hurt. And this guy drops, so he's going to drop as soon as I stop hitting the jump button. But his special power, like the flying thing or the headbutt on the other guys, his special power is he locks in his level, and he just flies or swims straight. So you kind of want to, like, for this, for example, I'm going to get hit if I just try to, like, jump through it, because he's going to hop up and hit his head. So you want to just, like, jump once, hold it, let him go through. And you kind of want to do that the whole way through. See, none of these guys are dropping health, which I thought was going to happen. Oh, that guy dropped one. Nice. Sometimes you got to, like, coax these guys out like that. Ah, fucking knew that was going to happen. One step forward, 2 steps back. Am I right? All right. So again, I want to like kind of coax this guy out, and then shoot him. All right. At least I got one out of that. This guy can kind of kill me sometimes. That's coming up. It's not particularly hard. It's just I don't know. Sometimes he kills me. I don't know. This next guy kind of sucks as far as getting to the boss fight, because when you go to retry, you have to do this whole thing over again, like flying through these or swimming through these like purple things. Normally the boss fights are good about starting you like right in front of where the boss is. This guy doesn't do that. Oh, son of a... that is life. That's right. I'm probably going to use my health potion just to be on the safe side. Also, I don't know if there's any, like... I feel more comfortable fighting this guy from the back end. He's going to kind of, like... He has these brown things floating in the water, which will hurt you if you touch them. Like that, damn it. But he also, like, moves the water around, so he's kind of, like, pushing me around. For some reason, I usually have a better time killing him from the back. You just kind of let yourself fall, spam it, get a bunch of hits in, and then he's going to take you away. You kind of have to just let it ride. So he's going to try to like bring me in towards him too, and you don't want to do that because he'll hit you. So it's just about being patient with this guy, really. He's going to come out. He's going to push me up, but when I come back, when I come back down, I cheese it. Don't get too close though, so you don't want to hit the spikes. I also want to watch out for those brown things. He doesn't get hit when he's in his shell like that, so he has to be out of his shell. That was close. It's totally Gary. Oh, Gary. Yeah, Gary. Oh, this fucking A. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh, this guy's an ass. Like I said, he might kill me. It's a little annoying because, like I said, you just have to wait for this guy to do... Damn, I had one hit left, and I did it. I'm so glad I didn't have to start that over. Be embarrassed. Again, I'm really hoping that when I get to the end, I'm not like, oh shit, I forgot something, because I don't want to backtrack. I don't want to drag this video out any longer than it's already gone for. But to my recollection, I think level 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 are done completely. So all that's left is this last level, and then we kill big bad guy. So let me just double check. So this level we get a power, we also get this, and we get both of these, and we get one of these. So yeah, we're on the right track. So for this, you need to have this flying power, I think, unless you can use the tornado, but right away when the level starts, trick, go all the way up, keep going all the way up, bam, hidden up here is a vial. You now have all the vials for potions. I should have bought potions, but I didn't, whatever. From here, okay, I'm going to go down a little bit to show off the enemies, but there's like these guys again, which is throw these skulls. Again, this is where if I didn't have this air power, it would want me to use like this claw thing. So it would want me to like do that, to kind of like stick on the wall and work my way up. Very tedious, way tougher. I've never beaten a game that way. Like that's not only like taking the long route and doing all the levels, that would even be a longer way to do it because you just don't have like, I'm kind of cheesing it again with this air power that I have. But again, I'd have to like go on all this crap. You know, it'd probably want me to fly over here, grapple, jump up, claw up into that, go up again. Nah, we're not doing that. You're just gonna fly over all this stuff. And then up here, so if I were to go down here, is like the normal way to the rest of the level. But the boss there is super, super tough. Like, way harder to beat unless you go and get this power that I'm about to get right now. So you go in this up path, this is like the sub-level, what I consider the sub-level. It could be the other way around, I don't know. I'm not a Demon's Crest doctor. Again, with the air power, we're kind of just flying all through this stuff. Again, it would want me to like claw and like gel that stuff up to use it, but again, we're not doing that. So this first little air, like room, you headbutt it. You can headbutt this crap. All it really does is like maybe you'll find health or coins out of it or something. Not really worth your while. You can use the buster to like break this open, or you can use the air thing to fly over it. Either way, bam, another health piece. So that's an easy one to get. And then you do the second door to make your way towards the boss. Fucking bats, man, I'm telling you, the bats are worse than any of the bosses in this game. They just... again, I'm getting hit by everything because I'm just trying to get through it and show, like, off the game. Those, like, spitting gargoyle things are pretty sick looking, though. These fucking bats, god damn. They're the worst. They're literally the worst in this game. They're like the Medusa heads in Castlevania. God. That was a horrible run through that that hallway there. I might not have enough health to beat this boss that I'm about to fight. But luckily, if I die right here and I retry, I'm gonna just start right here again. I don't have to go through all that crap. This guy is always gonna like come down and hit you, I noticed. So right away, what I do is fly over him. So at least I don't take the first hit. Again, for this, I think you want to use the air ability. This guy, yeah, he killed me. But he was like a boss that was earlier in the level, and the air was also the most effective way to kill him. So that's, I think the trick is equip your air gargoyle, and it's going to kill him faster. Also, at this point, I forgot to turn it back on, but equip your hand talisman again, because it's going to make you shoot faster. Hope you like the layout I did too. I created all of that. Damn it, got hit. I created all of that just yesterday. I figured I needed to have it look somewhat professional, so I made all from scratch. I had to just use like a sketch program and copy and paste images in there. All this stupid social icons. I'm fucking dying because I'm talking and not paying attention. This is a little bit of a trickier boss fight just because you're on ice, so you are slipping around a lot. Bam! But not that tricky. Not that tricky. Bam. In the future, when I do these, I don't know if I'm always going to have the webcam on there. I mean, I don't know. Do people want to see me? Does that matter? The last message got in trouble? But yeah, I don't know. I might keep the webcam on. I might swap it out for like information or crap. I don't know, whatever. But this level I kind of know enough to where, again, like you would want to like light these torches that are. Let's see if I can do it. So you would light these things to see where you're going. But I don't really need them because I know where I'm going. These bats suck, I'm telling you. This part is so frustrating. I learned to just kind of like fly past them because once they grab a hold of you, they lock on and you have to like shake your D-pad to get them off. It just sucks. They're like the worst. Thank you, Humongous. I thought it looked pretty good, not bad. I'm probably just gonna keep it the way it is, maybe unless I think of other ideas of how to change it. So I was talking right there, but I got another talisman down here. We got armor. The armor, which actually will equip, I think reduces your damage by half or something like that. So pretty useful. It doesn't really matter though at this point because we're so late in the game that fucking bats, I'm telling you. We're so late in the game that it's not really that useful, I guess. I don't know. Oh, these fucking bats are the worst. Again, I kind of know where to go. Like, a good indication of where to go is, like, you can see the chandeliers hanging. You know that there's obviously a path there. You can just fly all the way to the end, and it's going to take you to the next level. But this guy is actually kind of tricky. He might kill me. This is our final meeting. You shall go no further. I will destroy you or die trying. He's gonna die trying. So yeah, if you remember, we fought this guy already 2 other times already. So that's why he's all bitter. So you can see right there, like, he did this little, like, tornado power thing. If I didn't have this air gargoyle equipped, I would have been flying over the map, and he would have been pushing me around. Also, it would have caught me up in that whirlwind. But since I've got it equipped, I'm one with the power, so it doesn't affect me, which is also nice. So I kind of stick with this wind power when I fight this guy. I don't know if it kills him the fastest, but for me, I found it to be the easiest. Also, it's nice because sometimes he flies real high up, and so it's good that to have you fly up, and you can kind of just match him. Also, it's nice because I can just kind of shoot through his tornado power, where normally I don't think you can. Also, that I wish I didn't do it, but if I were to hit that enough, I think 2 times, I can cut through that thing he's shooting. But I didn't hit it, so you'll just have to believe me. See, once you kind of play enough, you can, like, drop down below it, lock yourself again, fly up with B. See, this dude's all at the top, and I normally wouldn't be able to get him, but I can kind of just match him. This guy also needs a lot of patience because you kind of have to kind of do this a lot. Don't get too cocky because he does a lot of damage. You have to just kind of ride it out. Fly it out, I should say. Bam! Seems easiest to not die. Yeah, a lot of these boss fights too. Oh, I kind of skipped the dialogue here for this super fascinating story, but yeah, a lot of these boss fights are open areas, so there's a lot of room to move around. But he gives me his power. So I kind of cut myself off earlier, but so this is the 3rd of 3 entries in this series. Also, more interesting is that this series is a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts. In those games, you played as, like, the knight, you know, who lost his clothes and stuff like that, and, like, the boss, or one of the bosses, was this guy. Like, not this blue guy, but the main guy, this guy right here. So it's kind of cool that, like, in this game, you play essentially as the villain. Like, I'm a villain right now this whole time. But in his world of all these demons, he's not really the villain. He's kind of like the good guy in his world, I believe is how the story goes. But anyway, so there was a black and white Game Boy game called Gargoyle's Quest, and then there was an NES game that was called Gargoyle's Quest 2. Game Boy game Gargoyle's Quest was very much like this. You locked your hovering, was kind of the big mechanic. You know, there was only 2 buttons, and it's side-scrolling. In Gargoyle's Quest 2 on NES, it kind of had, like, that very typical top-down view. Like, you went to hubs, like cities, and it had, like, a top-down view, like old-school Final Fantasy style and Breath of Fire and games like that. But then when you went into the levels, it turned into like this, where it was, like, side-scrolling. I never played the Game Boy one. I think it's kind of expensive to collect. And I Gargoyles Quest 2 on NES, but I didn't really get far. It's kind of hard. It's also not the best. Like, this game of the three is the best one for sure. Just the way it looks and sounds and plays, it's the best one. I wish they would. This is totally a dead franchise, if you can call it a franchise. But yeah, I wish that Capcom would bring it back. Because, like I was saying, it's got this Mega Man style of, like, you know, you equip your powers, and the way that you can fight bosses in certain orders is also very Mega Man. So there's our last scroll. Got all that. We're about to fight a boss that's going to give us our last power here. And on the last level, we get our last talisman here. This little spot I'm going to save for later, and I'll explain what that is. It's kind of a secret. So yeah, you definitely could find it on a... Oh, shit. So this guy sucks. This guy's tough. Which is why I go... So that last guy we killed, he gives us this, like, gargoyle, this legendary gargoyle power. Fuck, see, this guy jumps so much around that that's what makes him tough. And also when he turns green like that, he's invincible. And he's just so quick. I think the trick is to kind of, like, you have to hit him in the air when he goes... I'm not doing it. I'm really... doing a bad job of showing him off, but... So when he jumps like that in the air, that's another thing too. He's, like, always real quick to pounce on you. But if you shoot him in the air, mid-air, I think it stalls him. I'm just not doing it, but... I got him. Yeah, that guy sucks. Without this, so with that last boss I beat, he gave me this legendary crest. You can see I'm, like, red. I look pretty badass. And also my health is, like, green. So what that means is with that power, I can take twice as much damage. That's why I feel like it's crucial to get that power first and then fight this wolf, because you're going to need all that health. Unless you just come in here with, like, potions of ginseng and herbs and stuff. But and then he gives you this demon breath, which they're saying is the most powerful fire in all the realm. I never use it because at this point I've already gotten, like, the legendary power and all that, so I just don't need it. At this point in the game, since we're going into, like, the last area, I'm gonna just go back to town and show off some stuff, because we're not gonna get another chance to come back to town. So I'm just gonna show off, like, I've yet to use any of the scrolls or some of the potions, so I'm just gonna buy all that to show off what it looks like. If you open this door, I think this is a guy. He just explains to you. He tells you what your talisman does that's equipped. If you didn't know, I've kind of already covered that. But if you didn't have the internet back in the day, that's how you had to figure it out. Was equipped it, talk to that dude. So in town, I'm gonna see if I can get some money. I'm gonna equip this talisman, which gives me more money. Break all these. Break some windows. Didn't give me as much as I thought it would. Gonna go talk to my boy. The Black Lotus. Actually, that would be a good album name for a band or something. So again, the only stuff really useful at this point is, like, I just get the herbs because I don't want to spend all my money, and the herbs are just good enough for me, so I'll, like, load up on that. I'm not gonna need all of these, it's overkill, but whatever. Shout out to Humongous, man. I appreciate you being in here the whole time, or for what seems like the whole time. Hope you're enjoying it. This game is fun. I know I'm kind of, like, blasting past stuff. This is the dude you talk to get spells, and you need to, in order to get spells, you have to have found those scrolls. So that's why you, if you're really about them, you would want to find them all. Okay, I don't really find any of these useful though. It tells you here a barrier of darkness will surround and protect you. Sure, we'll get that. But some of these don't even work on, like, some of them don't work on bosses, things like that, you know, held in place. Like, I don't think this works on bosses. All the enemies around you will die. Like, again, that doesn't work on a boss. The earth will quake and the enemies on the ground will be damaged. No, this one's kind of cool. You can summon a little tiny imp to, like, work for you. I forget what he does. He, like, collects stuff for you or something? I don't even remember. Anyway, we'll just get a bunch of that. Yeah, you're welcome, Humongous. Appreciate it. We're about to wrap it up here. Like, I'm about to just do the last fight, and then just, yeah. And then we'll wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. I didn't mean to go into this level. Damn it. So I'm gonna let myself die. I'm gonna get a drink of water. So. In the town, what I would have wanted to do was just go back to the left, and there's an exit. But I was talking and not really focused, so this is the second level, which I didn't mean to start again. Alright, so we're going to let myself die here so I can get kicked back to the stage select screen. And we're going to be on our way towards the final boss and beat the game. So again, at this point we have everything. Now, okay, I said this was a 100% complete playthrough. I kind of lied. It's going to be like a 99% playthrough, because the very last heart piece that you would need, you have to get it from this guy. And I'm just not going to do it because you have to play this headbutting game. Again, sorry, I'm kind of skipping through the dialogue. Yes, I know how to play. So, and you have to get like 25 of these things, and then he gives you a heart piece. But it's just so tricky to, like, time, because, okay, you have your headbutt move, right, which is easy enough on the ground, but it wants you to time your headbutts and get them in the air, like, as you drop. I've gotten it before, but I'm not, it's too much to do right now, and I'm not trying to eat up the stream's time by doing this. But anyway, if you wanted 100% it, you're going to have to do this. And again, I already failed because I haven't gotten them all. Very hard to get all of them. You have to really just practice that and try like a bunch of times. I got enough, though, that he gives me my money back, plus some. But anyway, that's the last heart piece. We're not getting it in this stream, so whatever. It's a 99% playthrough, not 100. Anyway, so again, we have all the levels opened up. We've done them all. We're going to the last level, which isn't marked with a number. This one here. And this is the final boss. So there's like a little bit of, like, you have to go through a bit of a level before getting to the final boss. You can actually just hover through this. The timing works out to where those things go past you. You go over these guys. I guess it's supposed to be really threatening, but again, once you know a lot of things like that in the game, you can just cheese it and kind of like just go. You don't need to mess with it at all. This dude will never learn his lesson. You've seen him like 4 or 5 times now. He keeps coming back. At this point in the game too, I also just usually switch to the legendary gargoyle, because he not only does he take twice as much damage, I can take twice as much, but I think he deals twice as much. You can see his power is just stronger. I don't know if it'd be better to use that Demon's Breath power that I got. Maybe that's what they intend, but I prefer to have like decent attack and more health, so that's why I usually, from this point out in the game, like just go with him. Bam, and he's done already. You don't really get anything. Yeah, very interesting mechanic, right? Humongous, but you don't really get anything out of him. I also like how he turns back into a statue, and then you kill him for real and you bust him open. I think he just gives you not a health piece, but like he refills your health. Also, this background is pretty sick. You're never going to see it again. A lot of work went into these backgrounds for scenes that you only see like once. Again, like right here, I'm going to equip the air power to kind of like fly through all this, but if I didn't, it would want me to cling to the wall, shoot the claw thing on that spike and kind of wiggle your way all the way up here, which is, I've never done it that way, and I imagine it'd be very frustrating, especially with all these ghosts that come out, because when you get hit by them, it takes you out of your hover state. You can see like that. So I imagine it'd be very frustrating. You don't want to, this bell might look like it's just nothing, but it's actually a hidden thing. You want to jump, headbutt it, let it ring out, and from it, you're going to get the last heart piece that I'm going to get. Again, with that said, there's 20. I'm not getting all 20 because, again, one of them is from the headbutting game, and we're not doing that. So that's all the heart pieces in the game. We've gotten all the scrolls, all the vials. The only thing really we're missing is the one talisman down here in the corner, and we're about to get that in just a second. I'll show you. It's like a little hidden room. I didn't even find it until just like a couple days ago. I stumbled on it by accident. I got hit by one of these stupid birds and I fell into it. Yeah, I ended up just discovering all these little hidden places just on my own. I've beaten this game like 7 times, 8 times maybe at this point. 9 now with this. So right here where the spikes end and the roof kind of has that top to it, you let yourself drop. This is a hidden room. At the end, you got the last talisman. Now this one, so this one, enemies drop more gold. This one they drop more health. This one you take more damage. This one I think your attack power is stronger. But again, I don't really need any of it. I'd like to at this point just equip the hand because the hand makes me shoot twice as fast. And when I get more hits in, that's really more important to me. So you're gonna go here, keep going. This bell you don't really need to hit, but if you do, all it's going to do is just drop health. It's just going to give you full health. Not a health piece, again, because we got all those, but just like a health like part, or whatever they're called. Yeah, way harder, no thanks. Yeah, take the easy way, you know. But yeah, they do sneak in a lot of them. I just let myself fall, hitting everybody on the way. I don't care. It's my body. I do what I want. I'm gonna get hit. These little coffins are pretty cool. They bleed and like, break open, but you can run past all of them. Again, like not a threat at all. You don't even need to fly or like just walk. Just walk past them and you're safe. Right here, you need to fly up above to get above it. But that's it. That's the roadblock. I think. Okay, so you do have to fight this wolf again. They throw him in just to make things tough for no reason. Oh, you know what? I didn't use any of these powers. I wonder if he'll do anything. I don't think this imp is going to help me. It's also kind of... I want to show it off though because it's a cool little nod to Ghosts and Goblins. Oh no, he died or something. I guess it doesn't work on a boss fight. I'll show it off after... Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to show it off because I'm going to fight the boss. Anyway, it would bring out a little goblin guy that is from the Ghosts and Goblins game. You would recognize him if you saw him. I didn't really get to show it off, but yeah, this fucking wolf is... He's the worst boss in the game. Just because of... Once you have the legendary power, he's not too tough, so to speak. But man, he's just all over the place. You get hit a lot from him. He's going to give you full health, though. So I wish I should have shown off some of the powers. Whatever, I didn't do it. So this is the end. I'm gonna save it so that way I can die afterwards and show you the boss fight, or show the powers off. So this is the big baddie that we've been working our way up, and this is pretty much the end of the game. So we're probably gonna be wrapping it up here in about 5 or 10 minutes. Humongous, could you do me another solid? And what's my running time on this so far for the video? Hour and a half? A little over, maybe? I feel like it's probably a little over. Appreciate it. With this guy, I just like to keep the legendary power equipped. He does so much damage, and also having like that extra health like I was talking about is just so useful that, I mean, I could even equip the armor on top of it and have even better like health defense. So kind of just keep that on. This game honestly is easy enough once you kind of know these tricks. If I didn't have all this stuff going into this boss fight, it would be a totally different story, and it would be very punishing, I'm sure. But going here, I'm very over prepared, especially going into this. But I'm again trying to show off the whole game and like everything you could get and see in the game. 142. Yeah, I'm sure I could beat this if I was really focused. I mean, you could beat it without doing the long playthrough route in probably like, I don't know, half an hour maybe, honestly. But again, I'm doing the long playthrough, but I could probably get it down to like 130, trim it down to 130, 120 maybe. I'm just taking my time to elaborate and explain what you're seeing. So this dude was like, killed him, but instead of letting himself die, he's like, nah, I'm gonna take you with me, and he transports us, or he just kind of changes the world that we're in, I guess. And then this part gets harder, for sure. Is this all the skill you possess? Fight harder and die with honor. Alright. We gonna do that, son. So, see right here, I think... So, also this game is interesting because it knows, I think, that I have the other powers and stuff in my inventory. And so, it'll... There's like different versions of this boss fight, too. Like, if I would have went to him earlier on, when the level was opened up, this stuff wouldn't have happened. It would have been like the easy version of the boss fight. But since it knows I have all this other crap, it brings the water in because it intends, like, if I wanted to, I could like switch to this water power to be cool in the water, you know, and keep myself safe. I don't really feel like it's that much of a threat, especially since you kind of swim out of it if you're fast enough. And then also with the legendary power, you have so much health that it doesn't really matter. And on top of that, I still have like a health potion. I can just use it for the heck of it, you know. I can try some of these things like I was saying, like Shadow. I don't think any of this affects this boss though. Like any of the bosses. This would really only be useful. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Those are only really useful if I was in like the normal levels and fighting with like regular enemies. I forgot he does that. He kind of blows you into the walls because he has to blow you into those spikes on the side. You don't want to jump. If you jump, you will get pushed back. You want to just either stay on the ground and fight against it, or like switch to like your wind, air gargoyle power, whatever. Which I didn't do, but I want to bring up a health potion in case I need it. Yeah, I know it pretty well. I seriously beat this game twice yesterday, 3 times now today, and then like 4 other times before that. So I got a lot of practice in to prepare for this stream, which is why I actually did the stream, because I was like, I've played it enough now to where let's just show off. Crest of Infinity. You know what? I've actually never seen this before. This ending is different. Oh shit. Guys, I'm serious. I've never seen this ending before. I don't know what I did to get this ending, but... So there's a 3rd ending. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, damn. You know what that means, though? I've never seen this ending. This is going to be a new boss I haven't fought before, and he's probably going to fuck me up. That's crazy. I don't know what I did to get this ending. I swear I've collected all this stuff like I have before. So I don't really know what I did to trigger this. pretty cool though. Oh shit. Alright, alright. I'm about to die. Yep, alright. Well, alright, well, we're seeing this for the first time, folks. The floor's lava. Man, maybe this won't be a 100% playthrough. Oh, damn, that also means that the stream isn't going to end at 1 hour and 45 minutes. Oh, shit. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm not even hurting him. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to hit him at. Damn, this guy looks pretty sick, though. Oh, nope. Damn. He's using all the tricks up his sleeve, folks. I got everything against me. I wonder if... Okay, I'm just gonna let myself die. I'm just trying to see what is his weak point. I'm not hurting him with his belly. Not... I know where I'm hitting him is hurting him. It's also interesting because those platforms are pushing me into him. Well, shit. I'm not sure why it has that intro instead of just starting it right here. But I'm quite surprised. I gotta say, I had no idea that there was this boss in the game. So I should have said, so there is this spot missing right here, which is the last like power, but I only thought that you got it from a code. There's a password you can put in on the main screen, and I thought that was the only way to get it. Now I'm thinking you probably get it from killing this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna kill him, although now I feel obligated to do so because I'm live and under pressure. And what kind of a video would this be if I build now? Oh, damn. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go for it. I feel like this game, maybe it wants me to use the Dragon Breath power? I'm kind of just talking to myself, but... I don't think usually all the bosses will flash when you're hitting them or hurting them. You want me to go back or something maybe? I don't know, there's gotta be a trick that I'm missing. I don't know what it is. Huh, I might have to look up a walkthrough. I just need to... I might have to just look up like what he's weak against or something, because nothing seems to be hurting him. Also, for the sake of like skipping through this intro that they are not gonna let me skip past, I'm gonna save state it, which will be the only save state. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit, although it's not really cheating because I'm just trying to skip the intro. But yeah, again on Wii U, we're gonna save state it so I can load that. All right, so what is this guy? I need to see what hurts him. So far, it's nothing. Oh, shit. And what I was gonna show off is that there's a secret boss after you put in a code. And that dude I tried fighting and I couldn't beat him. He's gnarly. So I guess there's another hard boss that I didn't even know about. I don't know what's hurting this guy. I don't think it's anything. here. No, there's no charge in this game. I don't know. I'm a little stumped. A little bit stumped. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be this air power. I mean, the toughest, like, strongest thing I have is that Demon's Breath. And I mean, unless I gotta, like, wait it out, maybe he like, goes through stages. Maybe after attacking enough, he, like, does something. I don't know. See, I was thinking maybe he needs to open his mouth, and I need to, like, do that power right there too, or something. I feel like it's going to be something with... Man, I can't see if I'm hitting him because I'm fucking out of this shot of the screen. These blue balls suck. So far, that's the worst thing about this boss fight. Okay, that is it. Okay, so when he opens his mouth to shoot the laser, I can hit him. It's hurting him. Oh man, this guy's probably gonna have a lot of health. And that sucks because since I have to use the Demon's Breath power, that means that I'm not gonna get that benefit of having the legendary gargoyle like power, which gives me that extra health. This guy, so I don't know if I'm gonna beat this guy. I don't know. I don't particularly want the stream to go like way long, so I don't know. And I'm not sure how they expect me to hit him right there while not getting hit myself. I mean, I am hitting him. Maybe I have to do it from far away or something? This guy is a son of a bitch. Maybe I just have to hit him when he does the laser power. Alright, I might be a little bit quiet, just because I really need to focus on this guy. This guy sucks. I guess that's why he's the big ruler. Not gonna be the ruler of everything if you're not tough. I might as well restart it. I don't know if this is happening. And to think I was just gonna do 100%, show it off, easy. Sucks too is if I'm off screen, it doesn't even register my shot getting to him. Fucking blue ball is the worst. Like, that's what's killing me. this guy is going to be like... This is the endurance boss. The blue balls, I'm telling you, fucking suck. I'm sure there's a strategy that I'm really not taking advantage of. I'm sure I could probably switch to the legendary power and then only switch to the demon breath when I'm gonna get hit or something. Fun stuff. Here we go again. Already. Son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't even get a hit in. This really threw a wrench in my plans. I wasn't expecting there to be this boss. I thought the stream would have been over right now, and I would have been saying goodbye, and I would have been like, all right, yeah, you did a good job of showing it off. Now I'm just embarrassed. My goodness. Oh. It's a sad day. Oh, great. And if that aim isn't fucking perfect. Of course. It's not the blue thing, it's that laser shit. Oh, fucking blue ball, I know. You might see me lose my mind, folks. You might see me literally lose my mind. I don't know, maybe I'll do a separate segment where I come back and try to show this off and like beat him, but yeah, I really wasn't trying to drag out the stream anymore. Although, fuck. Maybe I'll change the title to like 90% playthrough. I'm afraid to even use my health because it doesn't matter. This is the worst. This is the worst. Oh, man. So I think I determined this is the only thing that hurts him. I don't think any of these other powers do damage to this guy. God. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to beat this without making the stream another like hour or so. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I wonder what I did. I wonder what I did to get this boss to go. I swear I've done the same pathing to like get to this point. I've done that plenty of times. I don't know what was different this time around. See, and not only do I have to have a perfect fucking range. You're right, I might have to do a part 2, where it's just literally beating the end boss, and it'll take the whole 2 hours. Okay, so normally, after that boss fight I did, that guy would have done that power where he kind of like puts himself into the... He would have just died. He would have like taken me to that second level area with the water. And then after killing him there, he would seal himself into the crest, and then it would show me in a cutscene kind of like flying away, and then they explain that I return all of the crests, or I hide them, and that's it, and it's game over. It's really nothing like spectacular to see or anything like, it's just, it was just like the official ending. I hit him 3 times. Big progress here. 3 whole times. God damn, if it's not one thing, it's another. Just like my life. Just like my effing life. Alright. I just want to get like halfway or something. Like, I don't even know if I can tell that I'm getting halfway with this fucking guy. Does he only allow 2 of those balls out at once? Are there only 2 blue balls allowed? That's what I'm wondering. Somebody please let me know. Are there only 2 blue balls? Could there be more than 2 blue balls? Okay, so that looks like... I don't know, maybe that's a strat. Is like I leave them out or something, maybe? So that way you can't cast more. Then maybe I can dodge them. Fuck, it's like that laser thing too. I think I'm onto something though. It looks like... Oh, great, right into him. It looks like I can maybe kind of chill on maybe one of the bottom platforms, because he puts his hands up when he knows I'm flying up high. Okay, I get it. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm getting no closer. I'm gonna try honestly like a couple times more, and then I'm done. I'm over it. Just because I want to beat it, and I'm sure I could beat it if I give it enough time. It's just I'm not trying to spend that much time on it right now. Again, I thought I would be done. I didn't know. I had no idea this boss was showing up. So that's my excuse for the non 100% playthrough like I said it would be. Okay, so that's interesting. I can choose to shoot them coming at me. Platforms, that is. Fuck, if that laser thing above there wasn't so persistent. Okay, because it looks like I can hang out right here. Not right there. Or right there. So I have this laser that locks onto you, I have the lava floor, I have the blue balls coming at me that hone in on you, I have these fucking platforms that are constantly pushing me into him, and then I have his laser breath thing that he does. There's been no bosses even close to something like this that in the game. Like, they just... I could deal with most of this stuff if this fucking laser from those hands up there wasn't going off all the time. So I was thinking, if I'm on like one of these... I don't even know what I think anymore. So hold it together, man. Hold it together. I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do, and just flip out. I might flip out. This is getting very frustrating. This is definitely past the point of fun. Like, this is not fun at all. See, if he fucking opens his hands up, then I can shoot him like that, but he never fucking does it. I have to stay down here to open his hands, and then that laser thing. Like, that laser is the worst thing so far. And then I have to be like right on his head. If it's a little bit lower, like his chin, it doesn't hit him. Nope. 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 Okay, hit that. Why not? Got him once. There we go. Come on, baby. 2 times. This guy probably has like 12 hits. Like, no, probably like 20 something. Way more than I'm gonna have the skill to do right now. Alright, this is what we're gonna do, folks. I'm gonna edit the description of the video to say Demon's Crest walkthrough minus final boss, and then fucking try to kill this guy on a separate stream, and then just be like, here's part 2, last boss. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. 6 to 8 minutes in one fight, Humongous says. What is my running time now, if you don't mind telling me? I think you were telling me I've been playing for about an hour 45. I probably got to about an hour 50 to this last boss. But now I've spent probably about 20 or 30 minutes just on this guy right now. Again, I didn't know this boss. I showed... Okay. To be fair, though, I did show you how to get everything in the game. I thought this last power was off of a code, but now that I think it's off of this boss that I had no idea was in the game, I think that's how you get the power, but I'm clearly not going to beat this guy tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't practiced it. I don't know his tricks well enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to probably call it after another 1 or 2 tries here, and then you'll just have to, if you're interested, catch me on the next stream I do will be me just trying to fight this guy, I guess, and see if I can beat him. But I'll give it another like couple tries here before I call it. Fuck you, you fucking guy. I seriously had no idea this boss was in the game. I still don't know what I did to get him to come out. I'm telling you, I play it the same way I do every other time. Must have done something slightly different to get him to appear. I don't know. Maybe he knew I had full health potions and was like, "You can take this guy on. You got health in your backpack or your pack." The game was wrong. I can't do it. Okay? I can't beat him. Happy? You win. Oh my goodness. 2 hours and 13 minutes, humongous? So, yeah, that means I've been at it for... Man, I went through 6 levels in an hour and a half. And I've been fighting this guy for almost 45 minutes. I'm gonna say 2 more tries. I did already say 2 tries. That was one. I'm gonna give it 2 more serious tries, and then I'm done. I do have work tomorrow. It's getting late where I'm at. Pacific time zone. Again, I know I'm not gonna do it, but I do want to show this off. I did say I was gonna do it 100% run. Again, I didn't know he was in it, so it's not really something I knew. But I understand it's not officially 100%. Call me out if you want. But I'll take a stab at him another time for sure. Nah, I ain't not doing it this run either. Ah, it's that electric shit. I'm keeping my cool because I'm on the stream, but trust me, if I wasn't live and you weren't seeing, you weren't seeing my face, I'd be swearing a lot. I'd be storming out of the room for sure. I would have turned it off. I would have save-stated it, and I would have just been like, "Nah, we're doing this another day." All right, this is my last try. I'm gonna say this is my last attempt. It's one of the hardest bosses in any game. I could believe it. I was gonna say, so I beat the only another game that I beat that was incredibly hard, and I can't believe I beat it, was Ikaruga back on the GameCube when that came out. And I beat it. I think there's like 5 stages or 6 or something, and I beat that game. I played it so much that I just remembered the levels, but I had to die and restart it so many times before I finally beat that. Other than this, that was probably the hardest game I've ever played and beaten. And I don't even know if I'm gonna beat this, even eventually, if I come back at it another time. I could spend 2 hours the next time trying to beat this guy, and I don't know if I'll do it. It's just because he like closes himself up. God. Pardon my French, by the way. I mean, do I even use my potions? Is it worth it? Have I hit him at all this run? Okay, he puts his guard up when he knows you're up high. When you're down low, he lets it down, but I need to be on one of those middle platforms in order to hop up and then get a shot in and hit him. But there are some full health potions. There's also, yeah, there are. That's actually probably the way to do it, honestly, is get some money, fill all my vials with full health potions, learn the patterns a bit more that he does, and then come back and try him again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it though. I'm not gonna get it. Appreciate you, Humongous, being in the stream the whole way through. There was looked like there was only a couple people that popped in and then bounced, so screw them. But yeah, I appreciate your view and sticking around. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked it. This game is very fun for sure. Don't let this little last boss discourage people from playing. I mean, this is also going to be archived on YouTube, so hopefully people will find this and just check it out. If you did see this and you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment for what you thought. Also recommend anything that you want to see in the future. If I got it, I will check it out, consider it. Yeah, with that said though, I'm gonna let it go. So appreciate the view. Have a good one. Take care.